walk us through your transition of this from Pali to Mumbai. That whole transition. What was it like? What kind of challenges you faced? Some rejections, some failures early on, or something like that. Or how did you go about this transition? Like,
Okay. So I would not say that it was very smooth. There were a lot of ups and downs, and it was a rocky ride for me. But coming from Pali,
and that too. Sorry to interrupt, but that too. Immediately you got married when you came here. Plus you had your studies on your head, right? You were giving your LLB. So you're giving some kind of an examination. So not very easy. Immediately you come here. You're married. No time spent before that in Mumbai to know people around, to make a group, and then you have studies also. So yeah.
So when I came, when I was married, we have this thing in our family's tradition that early in 24, 25 you should be married and all of that. And I was married when I was 24 something. So I was married, and then I completed my CS also after that. That's why I said that I give a lot of credit to my mother-in-law, who always supported me. She said there's only two papers left. I think you should complete it. So I completed that, and she's been very supportive. The transition, when I talk about the transition and the challenges, I think when you come to a different city, when you come to a different state, when you come to a different family, coming from a very different background, switching from earning on your own to working for somebody, when you see people around you, when I say I come from a family of businessmen, you always saw people. So my dad used to say that, why you want to do CA, we hire CA. So no offense. I mean, I'm just saying this, that he used to.
Yeah, it's a business mindset.
It's a business mindset, right? Any businessman, if you ask my boss, he's going to say the same thing, right? So he used to tell me this. So coming from that mindset that we hire people, we don't work for people, which is a completely different thing. I mean, nothing related, but of course, while growing up, that was something that we heard around. Not that I took it with me, but that was something that we heard, right? So, coming from a different background, family, state, and then with a different mindset, moving to a complete different thing, I think that was challenging, but that was exciting as well. I never took it as a challenge. So for me to complete the education, then again taking admissions for LLB, to managing the work-life balance with the family, and there's a lot going on the other side that there's a new thing that I've started. I have to dedicate a lot of energy and time for that as well. Everything went hand in hand, but I think that was a part of it, and that's what I am as a person. That if you give me like a simple thing to do, I think that would not excite me, and I don't think that I'll be very I'll do justice to that work. So for me, challenges is something that excites me, and hence
and you simplify that challenge probably.
Yeah,
in a manner that you will take it in a enjoyable manner, so it gets simplified on its own during that journey, I believe.
Yeah, so for me, taking up a challenge, which again, when I said that when I wanted to switch my career from this to that, I think everybody around me told that you should reconsider your decision, because what if
your husband?
No, I think my husband was neutral at that point of time, but so when you take such decisions, you tend to, at least in your early stage of career, you tend to ask people, right, that whether I should do this, whether I want to give an advice that I think if you're passionate about something and you believe that you can do it and you have taken your decision, there's no point asking somebody, because it's you who have to accomplish that.
I think even if you ask, I believe it's okay. It's to get different perspectives.
Yeah.
But you should probably hear people out take their perspectives, but listen to your inner voice and then make a decision.
Yeah.
That's what, I think in these kind of decision making, right? Because um, this job, business, marriage, education, these are like once in a lifetime very key decisions. So if you don't listen to your inner voice, I think that becomes a little shaky. Then you have to probably go through a lot of downs rather than ups, before it start making sense for you.
And it's good to take opinion of the people around who have experienced it all.
Who have experienced it.
But everybody's journey is different, right? So I think ultimately, if you believe in yourself, I think you should go for it.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
So this was the transition, and this was challenging, but this was exciting. And I think I appreciate every part of it, every challenge of my life, because that made me as a person, which I thought, I never thought I would be. So
Okay, got it. So I personally feel investing is a very fun job, right? It's a fun ride. It's nothing too complex, I would believe. Right, and meeting people, networking with people, understanding their businesses, इससे ज़्यादा मज़ा I don't think आ सकता है किसी को. So, but of course, there are hectic days when there is a deal to be closed. For example, in your case, even in our case, right, when there's a deal to be closed, you're going through multiple documents, negotiation हो रहा है, discussions हो रहा है, right? So there can be hectic days where you are really, tired mentally. Tell me, what do you? And I'm sure there would be quite a few days in your week or in your month when you're probably in your career that you would be mentally very tired or exhausted. So what do you do to unwind? Probably what do you and your husband do together to unwind when you're not in the best shape of mind or exhausted? What do you guys do?
So for me, when I'm like completely exhausted, there are very few days, I would say, because I enjoy my work. There are very few days. So I tend to withdraw myself from the loud surrounding. Whether it is, so I don't like to do things like going out or going for a dinner or meeting people or doing things when I'm exhausted. I will probably take a withdrawal. I will sit in the balcony with a book and chill there for 15-20 minutes, come in good shape of my mind, and then I think I'll bounce back even better. So this is me as a person.